Alright YouTube, you know Into the Pit, but did you know that this game has the easiest max mode out of any of the other FNAF games? No, seriously, it does. I'm going to break this video down in 3 sections. What is True Nightmare mode? What makes it easier compared to the others? And then, for the final bit, I'll walk you through a True Nightmare 3-star run to show you exactly how to do it and how you can do it for yourself. What is True Nightmare? It's pretty simple actually. It's just Nightmare mode, but with every noisemaker turned off and every additional hiding spot also turned off. So additional, because there is actually 4 hiding spots that are hardwired into the game, and they just can't be turned off. What are these hiding spots, you might ask? The first is Oswald's bed. It's the only spot we have to use in Oswald's house, but we're only going to be needing this once, so it doesn't really matter. The next one is Golden Freddy's suit next to the security office. However, we're going to pretend that this just doesn't exist. Why? Simply put, it's not useful. The quick time event is really precise on the hardest difficulty, and once you do complete it, you have to wait for Spring Bonnie to completely leave the room before you can even leave the suit. So you'll just be waiting around for a while before you can even do anything. The last hiding spots we have are the vent systems, and let me tell you right now, we are basically going to be living in these, with how often we're going to be using them. Why will we be using them so much? Well, it's simple. The Swat the Spider minigame is incredibly easy. It's just, you press the input once it shows up on the screen, and once you have pressed the input, it's gone. It won't show up again. As well as that, you have so much time before you have to press the input shown, allowing you to really take your time with it. Not only that, you have 2 chances to press the input. You can miss it once and then press it again, and that's totally fine. I've got a clip of me, which I'll put up now, of me failing 2 of these, 2 of the inputs back to back and not dying and just being totally fine. Now, the most useful part of the vents is once the quick time event is done, we can jump to the opposite side of the vent, which will be on the complete opposite end of the building as well, and we can lure Spring Bonnie to the opposite side of the vent. Once he's there, we can jump back through to our original location and jump out the vent and do what we need to do. Wherever the vent's located, wow. The first one is right next to the Golden Freddy suit, in between it and the security office. This vent leads to the front entrance of the building. The second one is located in the basement of the pizzeria, and it leads to the end of the party hallway in between the party room and one of the entrances to the arcade. Take note, however, that the basement entrance to the vent can only be accessed on night 3 and onwards. On night 1 and 2, it's completely blocked off, and the only way to access that vent is from the party hallway. Even though, you know, we technically don't have any noisemakers on the map, we still do have 2 ways of making noise, quite easily as well. The first one is force tripping Oswald. I'll explain this later because we are only going to be doing it like once. And the second option we have for making noise is even easier than that, and it's just using the phone. All you have to do is pull the phone out and repeatedly press the call button, and you'll max out the noise meter in like a second. The phone's going to be used loads throughout this run as well, so get used to it. Technically, we could also use Chica as a noisemaker, but it's faster to just use the phone, because in order to use her as a noisemaker, she has to be in the location that you want to lure Spring Bonnie to. So, in basically all cases, it's just faster to use the phone, but again, technically, you can use her as a noisemaker. So, that's what True Nightmare is. Now, what do I think is the easiest max mode? First off, there's very little RNG. It's basically non-existent in this game. If you die, it is most likely because you made a mistake as opposed to the game just screwing you over. You don't have to keep track of any timers or keep track of any, like, movement intervals of the characters. There's just none of that in this game. All you have to do is keep Spring Bonnie as far away from you as possible and do your best to not get targeted by him. This game only has 1 animatronic that can kill you. The other 3 are just there to slow you down and to get in your way pretty much. With that being said though, we're only really going to need to deal with 2 out of the 4 animatronics. Freddy, well, he kind of just does nothing. He showed up on night 4 and just kind of peeks through the doors from time to time, but that's it. It's kind of almost like he's not even in the game at all. The worst case scenario, however, is that he can peek through a door that you need to run through while you're being chased, and if he does that, you won't be able to go through the door, he'll block it. But this has happened to me so rarely, like it's literally only happened to me once, that I just don't consider it a problem at all, and you will also very rarely encounter him doing this. Bonnie might as well not even be in the game. Like, he shows up on night 3 and will hide under the tables in the main hallway, and then he does something, I'm not really sure what. I legitimately have never been caught by Bonnie ever in this game. The part where he basically becomes non-existent is that after night 3, we are never going to be running down the full length of that main hallway. We're pretty much just going to be running to one of the vents. And because we do this, we pretty much erase Bonnie from the game completely. Chica, like I said earlier, is just a walking noisemaker. If you get close to her, she'll go ballistic and max out the noise meter, instantly alerting Spring Bonnie to the location you're currently at. She's pretty easy to avoid for the most part, but she will show up at the most inconvenient time, and she'll probably be roaming around an area that you need to get through. And if she is, you'll just have to wait for her to move into a different room. That's all you can really do. There's nothing you can do to make her move or lure her somewhere else. She is just free roaming, and she does what she wants when she wants, basically. Now, for the main threat, Spring Bonnie. He's the only one that can kill you. He'll just be wandering around the pizzeria, and he'll start to chase you if he sees you. And you have 2 options. You can either go into a hiding spot and do one of the quick time events, or you can jump back through the ball pit if you're close enough to it. Something you really need to know though, that on maximum difficulty, Spring Bonnie gets faster the longer he runs, and he accelerates fast, leaving you with very little time to escape when he does target you, or you have to do any of the chase sequences, which there's quite a few in the game. You can't make a mistake. You need to either be close to one of the vents, close to the ball pit, and if it's one of the scripted chase events that happens throughout the game, you cannot get stuck on anything, and you cannot trip over. You will just die. Avoid going through as many doors as you can, as the door opening animations will really slow you down. Not only that, you can be killed while opening a door, plus you can also be killed while jumping through the ball pit. So make sure you leave plenty of distance between yourself and Spring Bonnie if you are being chased. Luckily, however, though, we can manipulate Spring Bonnie very easily and get him to go where we want, when we want. See, Spring Bonnie is attracted to audio laws, and as soon as the noise meter is maxed out, he will bolt it to the location where the meter was maxed out. And the thing is, he will do this 100% of the time. There is not a single instance in this game where if you max the noise meter out, he won't go to it. That just doesn't happen. If the noise meter is maxed out and he's on the map, because there is a few times in the game where he gets completely despawned, but in this context, when he's on the map and you max out the noise meter, he will always go to where the meter was maxed out. And we're going to use this to our advantage, and we're going to abuse it as much as we can. The key to this mode is really being patient and keeping calm, especially in the quick time events. You're far more likely to start making mistakes once you start to panic. So if you can keep calm and be patient when you need to be, you'll get through this mode just fine. Let's get this done. So obviously new game. Overwrite this shit, so let's set this up. We're gonna go Nightmare, and we're gonna turn everything off. Though when going through like the Nightmare settings, like Nightmare mode is really not that bad. You have so much stuff to use on Nightmare mode, it's actually so fucking easy. Yeah, there we go. Just double check everything's off. Yup. With obviously the exception of we need all of this on, so breakable noise makers doesn't matter because we don't have any, so whether this is on or off doesn't really fucking matter. Permadeath obviously has to be on. As soon as you turn this off, the difficulty gets set to the next one down, which is terrifying, I think, whatever it is. Battery quality doesn't matter because we are not using the flashlight at all in this run. Like, the flashlight is just completely useless, you just don't need it. And obviously, checkpoint frequency is low and hard, difficulty on the hiding minigames, and just, yeah. Everyone is maxed out. Although it's only really going to be these two animatronics, like Freddy and Bonnie just basically don't exist. So let's go. Not really much to say about the prologue. Prologue is prologue. Boring ass prologue, man, like seriously. We are just trying to get through this as quickly as possible. Oi, Jeff, don't leave. You need to see this shit, mate. Jeff, get back in here. Cool little attention to detail. This, like, ambient music that plays now only plays now and at the end of the game, so that's cool. I'm actually going to try something different here. So what I usually do right now is actually, let me just get this cutscene done. So what I usually do here is I'll run back to Oswald's room, and then I'll force trip him there to max out the noise meter. But I'm going to try doing it outside here first, just so he can do the next bit quicker. I want to see how long it takes him to actually get out of the room. So if it just, because he's going to go outside of the room, he shouldn't come in here. Yeah. So we're just going to wait, and he's gone. He went into the kitchen that time. Back out of the phone. Do not use the phone. Okay, he's in that left room right now. Doesn't matter. Get under here, and do not use the phone until you're under the bed, because this is going to skip the jump scare that usually happens here. And skipping the cutscene, skipping the jump scare is going to prevent you from having to do a quick time event. Notice how he just, like, teleported in here. Usually what happens is when you get that phone jump scare, he aggroes onto you, and it doesn't matter where you hide, you will have to do a quick time event. But because we skip it, we don't have to do the stupid, shitty quick time event. Now, massive section here. This is the first out of 3 times in the game where Spring Bonnie gets completely despawned. He is not here. So what we're going to do is pick up all of these pieces, the rope and the weighted mechanism, because we need that, especially the rope, because the attic's going to be the very first way that we escape. We're going to drop the attic now because this stays open, and we're also going to check for a Freddy mask. I would personally recommend you reset until you get a Freddy mask, like, now, because the Freddy mask is going to make Night 3 so much easier. If you don't get the Freddy mask, you have to do an extra step at the end of Night 3, which is just annoying. Like, it's tolerable, but it's just something extra that you have to do. So if you really want to do this, like, the easiest way, I would just recommend resetting until you get a Freddy mask. You still have 2 more chances to get a Freddy mask, like on Night 2 and Night 3. No, on the day section, so on day 2 and day 3, we can check the attic again. But if you don't get it on those 2 days, you either have to reset or do the extra step in Night 3, so it's up to you, really. We're going to skip this, and we're going to immediately run to the attic, because Spring Bonnie always starts in the bedroom on the right there. See, notice how the door was shaking, and he's going to come in this room, so just run right here and get the fuck out of there. He does that every single time, so just immediately skip the cutscene and instantly start running to the attic. And that's also why I opened the attic before, because it's already open, you don't have to wait for the animation. Because again, his pattern is always the same. He comes out of his parents' bedroom and then goes into that attic hallway. So this bit is kind of free. Spring Bonnie's not even on the map right now. He's just doing something. So we're gonna pick the wooden balls up, we're gonna interact with this kid straight away, get that shit done, and then immediately run back. Before we do that, let's pick up all of the arcade pieces. So power supply, the electro gun, the speaker, and the control panel. And then back to Jeff. Interact with the man, do the flashlight bullshit, which we don't need. Remember to pick up everything here. especially like the battery, like, because that's an objective that you're given. So get that. So you get the puzzle matrix and the rat trap. That's like the most important thing. Remember to talk to Jeff. I have completely forgotten to talk to Jeff and have gone all the way to the basement to realize that I didn't even pick up the key. So don't forget to pick the key up. Then we run into the basement. Pick up the first of Dad's memories. Get in here. Pick up the screwdriver and the token slot. Hitbox is a bit weird on the token slot. It's kind of annoying. Notice how I'm like maxing out the noise meter right now and nothing's fucking happening. I don't know why it sent me through the curtain about 4 times there. But we're not gonna free him yet because this next bit is crucial. Open the vent. Because like I said at the beginning, this is our lifeline and we're gonna be fucking living in these vents basically. If you forget to open that now, you're fucked. Alright, I'm just gonna force trip Oswald just to reset the stamina because we're gonna have to run here. Like, straight up. You have to do these chases without mistakes, otherwise you will die. Pet Jinx, because he is the source of good RNG. Which, funnily enough, in this game there's actually very little RNG. There is still some, but it's nowhere near as bad. Sweet, we got the Freddy mask. Perfect. Exactly what I wanted. Now, back to the kitchen. Let's interact with all of this. Just do a quick turnaround here. You don't have to, like, walk. Taking for ages to get through the door, I don't know why. Pick up the lunch bag. Because we're gonna need that later. I mean, you can't not pick that up. If you were to somehow manage to not pick that up, you would get soft locked because you wouldn't be able to do anything on night 2. So, first time at the school, let's get this done. Nothing really to say about this, we're just gonna get the sketchbook and talk to Jet so we can get the firecracker, although we're not gonna get the firecracker till till day 4. But you still don't have to talk to him because again, the game won't progress unless you talk to him. We're not gonna pick up the voucher validator yet because we have to, the game makes us go in that room on night 3 anyway, so there's no point going in there twice. So just talk to Jet and just get all of this dialogue out of the way, just mash through it as quickly as you can. Then we just go back home, do this. Spring Bonnie's gonna chase us. Well, kind of. He's just gonna appear, but we don't have to do anything. This is just a cutscene here. Right, as soon as this is done, we just run into the front door. I've done this like 20 plus times, and I don't even know where he is at the moment. I think he starts in the basement here, I think. I don't know. But I've ran that way literally 20 times, 20 plus times, and never been caught or anything like that. Like, never even been targeted by him, so I guess he's just on the complete opposite side of the map. Or maybe there's like, there could be oh, I just double dipped through the door, cool. I'm kind of wondering actually that maybe there's like a period on night 2 where Spring Bonnie doesn't move for like a short amount of time and then he starts moving, like maybe for like the first like 20 seconds he's not moving and then starts moving after. I don't know, but what I do know is that if you just run to the front door like that, you'll be fine. So lights are gonna go out here. They do every single time. Okay, what we're gonna do is we're gonna flip the switch, we're gonna sprint to the curtain, but then as soon as we're at the curtain, we're walking to the ball pit room because we want him to aggro behind the curtain. So we're gonna sit here, we're gonna listen for his footsteps, you're gonna hear them, he's gonna run past the door, and then they're just gonna stop. So here, there he is. Now he's behind the curtain. When this shit's gonna break, this is fine, it's whatever. It doesn't matter, he's gonna aggro here, but it doesn't matter. Just get to the door. As soon as you're in the cutscene, he's gone. But anyway, this bit's also scripted, so like I'm not even holding the controller, it's just whatever. With Springtrap there, when he goes behind the curtain to the backstage area, you'll hear the footsteps go across the door to the right, and then they'll just stop. So what we're gonna do here is we're gonna, even though this shit is closed off, we're going to use the phone, just spam X here. He's gonna run all the way over here. I'm gonna wait until I see the door shake first. Okay, I hear the footsteps. Now I'm gonna walk. I'm gonna place the trap. I'm gonna go through here. Go through. pick it up, and then I'm gonna run to the door. He's gonna come here, but it's fine. If you do that quick enough, you'll be fine. Now we just have to do this. More dialogue, mashing. Place that. She's gonna go ballistic. Jeff to the rescue as always. Pick up the pizza slice. Now we're going back here. I'm gonna force trip Oswald here because I don't want him to fucking trip over. Now we're just gonna wait because he should be in the hallway. Yep. Fuck it, I'm going for it. Footsteps have stopped. I didn't hear the door, but hopefully he's not over here. He shouldn't be. Do not go through that door. You will die. So I'm gonna lure him here. I mean, when I say don't go through that door, I mean I'm referring to Spring Bonnie because you can't go through there yet, but he can. See, he can do that shit. So I'm gonna do this. I'm just gonna walk here. Just walk here because he can walk. He can go through the here. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna lure him all the way over here because I want him as far away from me as possible right now. Because what I'm gonna do is as soon as he's over here, we're jumping out the vent, we're placing the pizza slice, we're getting in the room, we'll get the kid out of the door, we are then running into the vent. Yeah, that's cool. Right. This is fine. I'm just gonna, yeah. This is fine. It doesn't matter, just, oh shit. Didn't mean to trip there, but it's whatever. Just get the kid out, he should stop, and then immediately run to the vent. Yeah, you're gonna get jump scared by the fucking TVs there, but that's like whatever. Jump out, you'll get the cutscene. Chase sequence. And now run. Do not fuck this up. Do not get stuck in anything, do not trip, you'll die. Because you have to... I think I might be dead. Why did he fucking trip, dude? You're a dickhead, man. Alright, well, I guess you can trip. And you'll be fine, but, he shouldn't have tripped there. He really shouldn't have tripped. See, this is the thing that I just haven't found to be consistent in this game is this dude's running. Like, the tripping is just so inconsistent. Like, it can just happen, like, randomly. But whatever, that's also, like, the second hardest night done as well. Nights 2 and 3 in this game are like the most difficult for sure. It gets easier, like night 4 and 5 you won't really have any problems, but night 2 and 3 is where you are 100% probably gonna die first. Doing what I just did should give you a pretty solid chance of surviving. It's a pretty consistent room. Skip this because this is all irrelevant. This day sequence only exists to give you the elastic hand and to show you where the voucher validator is. And obviously you need the elastic hand because it's the only way you can get into the arcade. Into this room. Its only purpose is to show where this fucking thing is, the voucher validator. And we go, we get the book and the elastic hand, and that's this bit done. Just go back to Oswald's house, there's nothing right to do. Now for the easiest escape section, we are just dipping through the window. So Chica and Spring Bonnie are now wandering around. So that's going to make waiting at the ball pit door a little bit more of a gamble because you don't really know who's going to be outside the door. Whether you take a chance is completely up to you. But if it is Spring Bonnie, you're just gonna have to run back to the ball pit and just jump through it, wait a bit and then jump back through. And also a massive thing that's gonna make this night a little bit easier is this entrance to the arcade is blocked off, and this is massive, which means Spring Bonnie will always have to run the longest route to you every single time. And thank fuck that's a thing on this night, because this night will be a much bigger pain in the ass if he could go through that. So we also do have access to the basement vent now, you can now take it through the basement, although we won't be able to do that if he's not in there. So we're just gonna wait, because they should be wandering around. Yeah, they're both in there, they're both outside at the moment. Okay, there we go, they're both left. You literally, you just have to wait there. Like, there's just not really much, because you need to get here. I'm gonna lure him here. He's gonna run. I'm just gonna wait for the footsteps. Okay, that should be enough. Chica's in the arcade, I think, at the moment. So you obviously want to lure him here, because you need to get the key. This is gonna lure him here, but this is fine. It doesn't matter, just get in the cutscene and you'll be fine. Immediately get in the vent though, because what you want to do is lure him here. Yeah, we can hear him running, so it's safe. Oh, fucking hell. You know what, fuck it. Chica's gonna alert him, but it doesn't matter. It's cool. He has to run all the way around, it doesn't matter. Get in here. Lure him here. Because it's actually kind of worked out a little bit better. So he's in the room now. Wait, he shouldn't have just aggroed on me then. What the fuck? That was weird. He made this sound like he aggroed on me, but he shouldn't have. I'm just walking here. Okay, yeah. Get this? Dip to the ball pit. Even if he saw you now, he can't get you. He's too far away. But because he's on the complete opposite end of the party hallway, yeah, it's gonna take him fucking ages to get to anywhere near us, and that's fine. So now we're going to back to the mill, pick up the bass strings, and then once we've done that, we're going to get all of the tokens for the vending machine, or the prize machine, whatever the fuck you want to refer to it as. Only reason you can't pick these up earlier is because of this cutscene. Wow, very cool. Go to the hefting with Hercules machine and repair this, because this is the only one we need right now. We need 100 tickets in total, so we're going to play this 5 times and we're going to get 20 tickets each time. Why this machine? Because it's the only machine that can give you 20 tickets and it's the fastest. All you need to do is get 20 tickets and then you can stop, because this machine maxes out at 20 tickets. It doesn't matter if you go over 20, you will only get 20. So time for another one of my least favorite bits about this run, and it's time for absolute and total input destruction, because we have to spam E and A on the keyboard. You have to use both controller and keyboard for this. It's the only way to get 20 tickets. Okay, I got 21, but that doesn't matter because we only get 20 tickets. The key here is to just relax. Don't tense up when you're spamming the inputs, because if you tense up, you'll lock up and you'll just not get the 20 tickets, because it's really fucking hard. And just take like if you really need to, just take a 5-second, 10-second break after each one. Because you only want to do this 5 times, you don't really want to do it any more than that, because this sucks. We only need 20, so that's all we need. We don't need to do any of the machines ever again. Playing them anyway. For tickets, that is. Okay, we're going to do the exact same thing. We're going to go into the ball pit and we're just going to wait. Notice how those footsteps came out of nowhere? That's because whoever that is was in the backstage area, which is where we needed to go, so that's why you wait it out. Okay, get this. Oh shit, wrong one. I didn't mean to pick that up. Fuck. Oh, whatever. Screw it. Just get it. Get in this. That was a mistake. Don't pick that battery up. You don't. That was just a fucking misclick. You just want to get this shit done as quickly as you can, because now, Spring Bonnie should be just like despawned for the moment. Another this is again scripted bit, like woohoo, not doing anything. Just obviously remember to do the quick time event. This is like the only time we're gonna see Bonnie as well. Chica's probably gonna be at the end of this vent, so just run into the. See, look, she's in the kitchen right now. Yep. That's gonna happen most times. So just run here. Oh. Okay, well that's cool. He was... I guess maybe he starts here. I don't know, it doesn't really fucking matter. Get him back there. Now we can just get into the arcade. So I'm just gonna not alert him yet. Chica's gonna come in this room. I can fucking hear her. Because we have the Freddy mask, we can just free him. If you don't, you need to get the game's console now. But the good thing here is as soon as we have Chip, Spring Bonnie despawns and he'll be on the left hand side of us. Freddy will show up in a minute. There he is, there's Spring Bonnie, and we're fucking running. Dude, what the fuck? Why did, dude, I don't know what's going on with the inputs. It's not going through the doors properly, and that's gonna fuck me up. Again, because you have so far to run, do not trip, do not get stuck on anything, you know, you'll die. Just go to the ball pit and boom, that's the hardest night in this game done. Now, I'll just go over real quick. If you don't have the Freddy mask, and you decided to not reset to get it, which, you know, is fine, because doing the prologue is fucking boring, and it takes ages to do. What you want to do there is, as soon as you're in the arcade, take that bottom exit out and go into the vent, that leads to the basement. Go to the basement in the vent, max out your noise meter with the phone, lure Spring Bonnie to the complete opposite end of the map, so he's in the basement. Once he's in the basement, jump out, get the token with, you know, out of the machine, and then get the game's console out, and then free Chip. The reason you need to lure him to the opposite end of the fucking building is because when you get the voucher from the machine, and when you get the game's console out of the vending machine, it's gonna max out the noise meter twice. So you need him to be as far away as you can, because you need time to get the voucher, the game's console, and then to free Chip. As soon as you interact with Chip, he gets despawned. So that's how you just do that. That's the extra step I was going on about at the beginning that you have to do if you don't get the Freddy mask, but luckily we got it, so we didn't have to do it. Go to the library first, not to the pizzeria. Getting ahead of myself, fucking hell. If you have the Freddy mask, trade the Freddy mask. If you have the game's console, trade the game's console. Fun fact about this night, Spring Bonnie always starts in the basement. I have reset this night as well, like 10-20 times in a row, and he always, even on different, you know, different save files, he always starts in the basement here. So all you have to do is just run to the security office. It doesn't matter if Chica's here, just run to the security office, because you just need to get into this cutscene, because as soon as you're in this cutscene, he gets completely despawned. This is the second out of 3 times in the game where Spring Bonnie gets completely despawned, and he gets despawned for quite some time as well. So we're going to interact with this. You just have to press one direction like 4 times, and then it's always the same. It's always four input clicks on the first time to get him, and then when you have to look at it again, you have to do it 6 times. So now he's completely despawned. We're free to do whatever we want, so we're going to get a huge chunk of stuff done. We're going to pick up all of the other memories. That's why I purposely didn't pick up anything before. We're going to pick up the final arcade piece, which is here, and then we're going to go here, and we're going to get all of the tickets stuff done. That's all the vouchers we need, and now we can just get all of this stuff. Notice how I'm maxing out the noise meter like every single time and nothing. Just showing, you know, and just stating that just to show that I'm not full of shit and that he's actually completely despawned right now, and we are free to do whatever we want. So we're going to get a huge chunk of this 3-star requirements done. Nothing special here, just do the minigame. That's all there is to it. That's that done. I'm just gonna double check that I have everything. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. So yeah, 5 memories, and you should have 9 arcade pieces here. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. Yeah, we have everything. Obviously, because double check it now, because as soon as you go through here, you can't. Well, I don't think you can leave again. Yeah, no, you can't. So before you enter this room again, make sure you have everything done. Yeah, so it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then it's the 6th input. Puts it on count 3, which is what you need. So what I'm gonna do interact with this, immediately run back to the vent, lure him here, because what I want to do is I'm just gonna, fuck's sake, go away, Freddy. I'm just gonna walk here, and then I'm sprinting to the vent, because we'll get it again. We're lowering him here. Oh, Chica's here as well. That's perfect. But she seems to... I've never seen this before. She's frozen. Huh. But anyway, I'm waiting for Spring Bonnie to be there because picking up this hammer is going to max out the noise meter again. So what we're going to do is we're going to just wait until he's in there, because as soon as we get this, we are bombing it to the kitchen. Oh wait, it actually didn't max it out. That's interesting. Hold on, it usually does. Dude, everything I'm saying is getting proven wrong, because it's... Anyway, whatever. Just do this, get here, and do this, because again, as soon as you're in this kind of, you know, this sequence of events, he gets despawned again, because the game is now going to place him in that door, because we have another chase, and this chase is important because of how short it is. Because of how short the distance you have to run is, if you mess it up, you will get caught. So run, do not get caught on anything. Oh look, Chica started moving again. She like, anyway, that's whatever. Cool. And there you go, that's night 4. Easy. What, like, seriously way easier than night 2 and 3. Okay, nothing to this, we're just going to the pizzeria. Oh, you could hear him, hang on. You can hear him walking, hold up. You can hear him walking around. He's not here though, like he just straight up like there's no one here. But that's interesting that that happens sometimes, is the ambience of when he's around will play. And just now you could hear his, very clearly you could hear his footsteps, but he isn't there, like seriously, he's not in the house. So first things first, we're repairing all of the arcade machines. You don't have to interact with the door first, you can just run straight to Jeff. Alright, this is time for like the most important chase in the game, because obviously you're right at the end if you fuck this up while it's over. So quick rundown. We are running straight to the security room vent, as you may have guessed. How I'm gonna do it is pretty simple and follow this route, otherwise you will die, pretty much. So he's obviously gonna start chasing you the moment you get to the door. So what I'm gonna do is first I'm gonna walk to the door and then start sprinting at the very last second to conserve as much stamina and just prevent any chance of tripping over, because you may have guessed it, if you trip over here, you're gonna die. Obviously, run to the ball pit, unlock it as fast as you can, jump in the ball pit. While the game is transitioning, you know, doing the fade to black transition, hold left and down, so Oswald will start moving as early as possible. Then as soon as, you know, the whole screen is loaded, start sprinting as soon as you can. Run into the main hallway. Run past the kitchen. Do not go through the kitchen. It will kill you. The opening the door animations will slow you down so much that Spring Bonnie will catch you. Like, if you go through the kitchen, you'll just fucking die. So just do not go through it. Run past the kitchen. Go in to the, you know, the door that leads to the party hallway, then right into the security room, well, where the Golden Freddy suit is, outside of the security room, and then just go into the vent. Do that and you'll be fine. You will obviously have to do the quick time event, so get ready for that. Literally just keep calm, don't panic, and you'll be absolutely fine. I also force tripped Oswald there just to maybe have a chance of, you know, resetting the stamina. I don't really know if actually force tripping him resets the stamina. Like, I've done this before and still tripped over, like, so I don't know, man. It's just luck of the draw, I guess, at this point, on whether he's gonna trip or not. So let's go. So we're walking, sprinting, through here. Why did that take so long? Hold up. Why are these transitions taking so fucking long? Anyway, holding left. Just another sprint in. Don't get caught on anything. Do not go through that room. You'll die. Get in here. Get in here. Get in the vent. See, and just like that, you're good. You have so much time with this. Now, if they were to both go into the security room, you could just run into the arcade now and go into the basement vent, but unfortunately, I'm just gonna have to wait. Right, I'm gonna lure him here. Luckily, Chica left like straight away. He's gonna run there. I'm just gonna wait a second. Right, I'm gonna start walking. He should be... Okay, Chica's coming back, but that's fine. Right, we're running. And just like that. And we're free now, but basically, like... We just got a couple more things to do, so we're safe here, because it's blocked off, obviously. So let's do this mini game. Get this done. Okay, that's that done. Pick this up. The pie room keycard. We're hopping back in the vent. Okay, he's in this room. You can hear him. And the ambience has gone up. Now that's actually good, because I was going to lure him here anyway. Hopefully he just goes out the door, because that's just ideal. Sweet. Now we're just going to the door. And now we've basically won. Like, straight up. As soon as you're in this room, you've basically just won. Pick the strange photo up. And now... Okay, once you're in this state, you have just won, because now he's gonna get... Spring Bonnie is now locked in the ball pit room, and he can't go anywhere until you go into the ball pit room as well. Doesn't matter if you make noise, it doesn't matter if Chica spots you, it doesn't matter. He's locked in the ball pit room and cannot go anywhere. So now we have to do is the most unfun thing. Get the 3-star ending, which is to interact with this machine 100 times. And then after this, we just have 2 more quick time events, which... If you're on controller, is on the X button. I think it's the A key if you're on PC. I mean, on keyboard. I don't know. I don't use keyboard for the main controls, but just note that we have 2 more quick time events and they're both on the same key. Same button, same key, whatever. And that, I mean, you know, just like that. That's just True Nightmare 3-star ending done. It's really not that bad. And I think anyone can do this, especially if you follow, you know, everything I said and all the, you know, the route that I took. Like, I really don't see how anyone would have trouble with this. Obviously, like, it's going to take a couple attempts, but, like, I really believe that this will take no more than 6 attempts to get your first 3-star True Nightmare run. Like, I really don't think that a majority of people will have that much of an issue with this. And the route that I did is like, I found it to be the most consistent and the safest strat that I can, that I was able to come up with. So if you want to beat it, just follow what I did and you'll beat this mode in no time. It's really not that bad, it really isn't. It's a great game to get into FNAF max modes if you want. Like, if you really want to start doing them, this is the great one to start with. Because it's super consistent and there's very little RNG that you have to deal with. And that's it. Just like that. 3-star True Nightmare done. And it doesn't take that long as well, like an hour 20, hour 25. Now we just have to more the final dialogue mash. There it is, boom. 3 stars, True Nightmare, not a problem. Anyone can do this. And now to enjoy the banger credit theme. There you go, that's True Nightmare and how you can beat it for yourself. Some final tips I'd like to give to make sure you've completed the 3-star ending on both Terrifying and Nightmare difficulty first, just to get a really good feel on the game. Then once you've done that, you can jump straight into True Nightmare. If you still don't feel confident enough, what you can do is set a True Nightmare as normal, but then turn off permadeath so you can practice the route without the pressure of losing everything if you make a mistake and die. Once you've done this, you'll be more than capable of doing a true 3-star Nightmare run. I know this has been very long video, so I thank anyone who may still be watching at this point. If you did enjoy, please like and subscribe, I'd really appreciate it. If you'd like to see more of Into the Pit, you can check out my other video where I got all of the endings in one run on True Nightmare. I'll link that at the end of this video. And if you want to see even more Into the Pit, you can check out my VODs channel, which has every stream I've ever done of Into the Pit, and that will be linked in the description. Thank you again for watching, take it easy, and I'm out.